Hi everybody, and it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Wednesday, July 29th, 2015, and our top story is more news about No Man's Sky. When questioned about VR support, creator of the game Sean Murray said, "I don't know what I'm allowed to say," and also added that it would make a good fit. See, this to me says that it's going to get VR support, because I also have the opinion that if a game is going to be VR supported, it should be done from the ground up, because some games like third-person shooters, as well as just 2D side-scrolling games, or just 2D games in general, just won't work for it. It's meant for first-person gaming. Some games fit, just like Elite Dangerous. I hear it's actually wonderful right now with VR, with an Oculus or whatever. But there are other games that I hear that you would want to work with VR, being like GTA 5 in first person, just don't work right. Either things just start blocking your vision, or you end up actually with motion sickness because you can't get the field of view just right. It sounds like they have been considering it from the start, and I mean, retail VR has been coming for at least 2 years. Oculus Rift is not new information by any means, and we are on the birth of VR. We are just seeing the dawn of it now. It's coming later this year. I really can't wait for it. So if any game developer has considered it, regardless of game, even those 2D developers want to know how they can get into it, because it's going to be the next big thing. How long is it going to be the next big thing? How good is it the next big thing going to be? Only time will tell. Only the history books will write that. But I'm pretty confident in saying that it will come to Morpheus. It will come to Oculus. My question though is, will it come to Vive, to HTC Vive? Because that's the one that I'm looking at. That's the one I'm really wanting. That seems to be one of the most advanced one, in my opinion. So, are you interested in seeing it, or are you interested in picking up either the Valve HTC or the HTC Vive, the Oculus Rift, the Morpheus, or maybe the lesser known Samsung Gear VR? Leave your comment below and stay tuned for more VR news. Square Enix held a conference yesterday of which they confirmed that their new game Dragon Warrior 11 will be coming to PS4, 3DS, as well as Nintendo's new console, the NX. This is the first Dragon Quest game to come to a PlayStation platform since Dragon Quest VIII, which was launched back in 2008. Apparently, the game will actually be running on the Unreal Engine 4 on PS4, and probably the Nintendo NX too, which might give you an idea of its processing power, or proposed processing power. And the 3DS version will have the old school top-down view with sprites. I love sprites. There is no release date yet on either the Japanese version or the Nintendo version, but stay tuned for more Dragon Quest XI news, as well as any Nintendo NX news, when they decide to release them. Gamescom is coming next week, and it's a great place for game developers to let us know about all the great new games that they're working on. 2K UK tweeted that we're revealing #Mafia III next week. See announcement trailer on 5/18/15. That's August 5th for those of you in America, because for some reason America just dates backwards than the rest of the world. And speaking of being backwards from the rest of the world, announcement is defined as a public and typically formal statement about a fact, occurrence, or intention. Right. Well, there's definitely nothing formal about Twitter, but it is very public. It's about a fact. It's about an occurrence. And it's about an intention. Well, boys, looks like the announcement of Mafia 3 went off without a hitch. Stay tuned for the announcement of the announcing of Mafia 4. And finally, that brings us on to our last story. Phil Rogers, a Western CEO of Square Enix, has talked more about the exclusive deal between Tomb Raider and Microsoft and Xbox One. I hope fans know that it wasn't an easy decision. He also stated that Microsoft's passion and commitment to the series were part of his reasoning behind accepting the deal, adding that he knew it would, in the short term, disappoint fans. Finally saying that we're about growing our IP. This is a long-term decision. This last statement is the only one that I actually agree with, that I actually completely agree with, because exclusive deals mean money. That was paid for with money, that timed exclusive deal. and you want to think about the future of your product, then make sure it's got the money to survive some pitfalls, like, making unwanted exclusive deals on a console with inferior hardware. How about you do something easy? Like, I don't know, make the customers happy as possible by releasing it all on all platforms at the same time, so we can all play it, talk about it, stream it, record it, and most importantly, have fun at the same time and talk about it with our friends. And finally, on to tomorrow's game releases. For PC, we have Shineness, The Lightning Kingdom, Super Space Meltdown, East Tower Kurenai, Trebuchet, and Call to Arms. For Xbox 360, we have Disney Infinity 3.0 Edition. Thank you very much. I am Dandruff. This has been News Cartridge, and I've got to go get Windows 10. Oh wait, that's not a real watch.